Yeah. Hello, everybody. This is Eliza here. We have Donna from Capital Lending Center here today, and we're going to talk about and answer all your mortgage questions. So, hi, Donna. How are you?
Hi, Liza.
So, let's tell Donna, let's introduce yourself to my
Sure.
audience.
So my name is Donna Dasgupta. I'm with Capital Lending Center. So I'm a mortgage agent, and I'm actually in-house with the Remax Excel team. So yeah, just here to obviously answer any questions that Eliza's customers have, and hopefully I'll be able to assist with anything that you need.
That's great. Thank you, Donna. So there's a big question right now that everybody is talking about. Is mortgage deferral. So what is a mortgage deferral, Donna?
Okay, so a mortgage deferral is actually you would be like obviously skipping like a payment. So there's actually no fee to skip the payment. However, the interest on the skipped payment is added to the outstanding balance, and the interest will be charged on that amount. This means that your mortgage would obviously increase the balance. However, you can actually make up that skip payment by making a double payment eventually. And then obviously with the deferred payment program, what it is that it's to help people who are struggling right now to obviously, allow them to skip, a mortgage payment for a specific period of time, right? So you'll have to contact your lender and then inquire with them to make that request. And then most of the big banks are allowing up to at least 6 months of deferred payments.
That's good. So I get that will help out for people that has a cash flow problem right now, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. So another big question is regarding their credit. So if they get these mortgage deferral program, will their credit report, or credit rating, and credit scores be affected?
So the answer to that is no. It will not have any impact on your credit rating. And this is because it's an agreement between you and your lender that you've either agreed to pause or suspend your mortgage payments for a certain amount of time.
That's good then. Another big question is regarding, is that only apply for principal home? And what about investors that have a unit that is renting out? Will they be able to get these type of deferral too?
Yes, so it is for principal resident and also investment properties. So again, you will have to contact your lender and then make the inquiry with them. However, we have seen obviously cases where they are granting, the deferred payments on investment properties.
That's good then. So I guess people that have problem with the tenant paying April rent right now, they might be able to maybe get some relief from the bank to help them with the cash flow. That's good news to them. So the bank
so it's worth a try, right? So obviously,
yes.
yeah, it's great to ask and make sure, I guess, to see if that option's available to them.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't hurt, right? Because I
Yeah.
know a lot of tenants are talking about actually some of them had not been paying rent or deferring their rent too, so that will help. Yeah. So there's one big question. A lot of people are wondering, and what happened is the bank has lowered the interest rate a few times already, but we're seeing the mortgage rate is different. The mortgage rate actually has been increased. So would you please tell us why and why the bank is doing that?
Sure. So this is due to the additional risks, right? That the lenders are taking, when they're providing the loan. Since the banks and the lenders don't have as much money as they did previously, it's actually increased their cost to access the funds, so to lend on the mortgages. So that's why, as a customer, we're seeing the increased interest rates.
And the interest rate, what are the comparison between before this and now?
So, right now, I guess back in March, we're looking at interest rates as, as low as in the 2% range, right? However, we have seen the interest rates increase, and right now we would be looking at more like a 2%, like the high 2% interest rate range.
I guess the bank's really smart, eh?
Yeah, well, they have to do what they need to do in order to obviously kind of offset that, right? Because it's costing them more to borrow that money, and in turn to lend that to us.
And you talk about these are the term mortgage, right? Like the 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 years mortgage. What about variable ones?
Yeah, so that would be for like a fixed rate, right? So for variable rates right now, we're looking at prime, which is prime right now is 2.45%. However, like we're looking at prime plus now. So it's usually like, let's just say it's prime plus 0.2%. So we're looking at a variable rate to be around like 2.7%. So that's very similar to, obviously the high twos already as a fixed rate. So that's why, I would still suggest to my clients to go for the fixed rate option, just because this way you actually know what your monthly payments are, as opposed to if you're taking the variable. If the, Bank of Canada rate does increase, then you're going to be looking at paying obviously a higher interest rate than, the 2.7%, right? Because the Prime of Canada interest rate is, yeah.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. Okay, wait, my internet connection is disabled. Just 1 second.
Sure.
I think now we're good. We're good back online right now. So what you're saying is if somebody wants to renew the mortgage or getting the new mortgage, so you actually will recommend for them, instead of getting a variable rate, still go and get a term rate, right? Is that correct?
To get instead of a variable rate, I would still suggest the fixed rate option.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then obviously for renewals right now, all banks are fully operational right now. And, anyone who is looking at, renewing their mortgage, what we're doing for our clients is that we're reviewing their file. And then obviously if there's any options of lower interest rates, then we'll present that to the client. And ultimately it's their decision if they'd like to, switch to, obviously obtain that lower rate with another lender, then that would be the approach that we would take.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. So right now, a lot of people wanted to know what's going on. We don't even know what's going on the next day. Nobody has a crystal ball. But then there's a question out there that a few of my clients are asking is, what is the long-term outlook for the mortgage or the lending market? So Donna, what did your crystal ball tell you?
So we believe that, obviously the mortgage lending will return back to normal. There's going to be obviously, home buying and also, based on obviously credit, it will be a part of the economic recovery, right? So obviously, I know everyone is in a very difficult, obviously pandemic crisis right now. And, we obviously are looking that we can get past this, right? So as long as we work together, we'll be able to, come out of this, stronger and better, right? So, obviously we're all here to support each other.
That's great. Yeah, Donna has been a really great help for many of my clients getting mortgages. So please, Donna, take this chance and tell us about your company and your team. And I heard there's a little special program you guys are offering too. So please tell us.
Yeah, so the company I work for is called Capital Lending Center. The owner of the brokerage is also, my husband, Shubha Dasgupta. So on my team, it consists of myself, Shubha, and also on my other team member, Graham Greenwood. So, our company right now also is working, very hard to assist with all of our clients, that anyone who is in need of help, right? So we're one of the fastest growing brokerages, in Toronto. We have right now over 200 mortgage agents. And so the program that we're offering right now is that if there's anyone who is actually struggling, let's just say they lost their job or, financially, they just need a little bit of help. We do have some, limited number of gift cards that we can obviously, if they reach out to us, we'll be able to mail them out, a gift card to help with groceries, right? So, no questions asked, obviously, as long as we have them available, because we do have a limited number, we'll be able to send that out to them and help them.
That's amazing. I always said that when there's bad time, you know who's going to give an all good hand, helping hand, and they are the good guys. You guys are definitely the good guys. Thank you, Donna. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Eliza. And, I also wanted to call you out to say, thank you so much for all you've done for also all the nurses and all the frontline workers out there with making all the masks that you do. Eliza was very thoughtful, and she made me a care package and dropped it off at my house last weekend. A mask for myself, my husband, and also the kids. And, we really appreciate everything that you do. Without you, obviously all the people wouldn't have all these masks, and it's important right now that everyone does have one, right? It's very hard to even purchase one, and we really appreciate everything that you do. It's amazing everything that you do. Thank you, Eliza.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm just trying to help. That's all. It's time. You know what? Right now it's time to look out for each others and help us, everybody. And you know what? Let's say goodbye. So thank you very much, Donna, for your time. And if anybody have questions, feel free to contact me. I will also have Donna's contact information with this video as well. So Donna's been always a great help, and we love to have her at our office. So take care, everybody. And Donna, take care. And say hi to your
Everybody
family.
stay safe.
Stay safe. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.